את כל הכוכבים תמן, את הסהר הטף בשחור, מצפון ועד תימן אין קרנו. אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה, אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה, אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה, אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה. לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
שוב העדן נוחת במבואות הכפר ועולה העבר משבילי העפר והחלק עוצמת עם עלים מלווה את משך הצללים. ערב בא, ערב בא, שוב הרוח לוחש בין גדרות גלים ובצמרת הברוש כבר נמות יונים והרג על כתף הבאות into the Ark Sanctuary. For those who are a little bit lost, well, that goes back to the 1960s, an Israeli pop song, which we brought into the sanctuary because it is such a beautiful song which begins the beginning of Shabbat. As evening begins to unfurl, to come down upon us, as darkness begins just about to descend in northward, we begin to turn our thoughts to languorous roses, that dreams and stars that begin to twinkle in the sky. Far, far away in the dark valley, the jackals accompany the approach of night, because night falls, night falls. Please can I ask you to rise as we begin our service by lighting candles for Karina Ariev, for her family who are waiting for her return, for all the hostages and all of their families. איש לביתו, אישה לביתה, כל ילד וילדה למיטתם בביתך, כאן, שם ובכל מקום. Every man to his home, every woman to her home, every girl and boy to their beds in safety, here, there, and in every place. We now move to lighting the Shabbat candles. And in our Ark Sanctuary this evening, we have the privilege of celebrating with the young couple, celebrating their love together. Okay. Amen. Would you please be seated? And Sandra, Mark, if you'd like to.
I'm not sure how many people are aware of Neil Gaiman. He's a British filmmaker and writer, happens to be Jewish. I was looking through some of the stuff he'd written, and a number of years ago he wrote a small poem for some friends of his on the occasion of their wedding. His gift to them was this poem, but actually it seems to work very well for anniversaries too. So it'll take kind of about 2 minutes to read his little poem. This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Only that the world out there is complicated, and there are beasts in the night, and delight and pain, and the only thing that makes it okay sometimes is to reach out a hand in the darkness and find another hand to squeeze and not to be alone. It's not the kisses, or never just the kisses, it's what they mean. Somebody's got your back. Somebody knows your worst self and somehow doesn't want to rescue you or send for the army to rescue them. It's not two broken halves becoming one. It's the light from a distant lighthouse bringing you both safely home, because home is wherever you are both together. So this is everything I have to tell you about love and marriage. Nothing, like a book without pages or a forest without trees. Because there are things you cannot know before you experience them. Because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials. Because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours, and it's a road that you can only learn by walking it, a dance you cannot be taught, a song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And because in the darkness you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if someone else is even there, and your hands will meet, and then neither of you will ever need to be alone again.
Sandra and Mark, the prophet Hosea wrote these words, "I will betroth you to me forever. I'll betroth you to me with righteousness and with justice, with goodness and with compassion. I'll betroth you to me in truth, and we will come to know the eternal." The path of life is often unpredictable. Yet 40 years ago, you pledged to one another that you would weather life's challenges together. Sandra and Mark, we cannot promise lives without hardship or pain, but we do know that whatever obstacles you have encountered in the world are more easily managed facing them together. With your children who have been so much a part of this community as they grew up, and distance doesn't make any difference to the love that we have. They are a living testament to your love. You have established for them a firm foundation of compassion and of ethics that will endure as your legacy. May God continue to watch over you, sheltering you by day and bringing you rest and comfort through the night. We thank you, Eternal One, when love has allowed Mark and Sandra to reach this sacred moment. It is fantastic when sisters and brothers come together in harmony. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God look kindly upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And throughout your lives together, bring you peace. And let us say, Amen. Mazel tov. Thank you very much.
הנה בטוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה בטוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה בטוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה בטוב, שבת אחים גם יחד.
And we're joined together by sisters and brothers across the world. I will speak more to our congregations of Lutsk and Lviv tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Ukraine Independence Day. We were together earlier on for Kabbalat Shabbat, and now Sasha and others are wishing you Mazel Tov from Lviv and Lutsk, from our sisters and brothers in Ukraine. It really is remarkable. And for those of us with our Czech connections in mind as well, this weekend sees the Hannah Greenfield Memorial Swim in our Torah town of Colin. One of our scrolls comes from the town of Colin, and because of the remarkable relationships between our congregation and the people of Colin, they have instituted an annual swim because one of the people that survived and was born in that town, Hannah Greenfield, used to swim in the river there, and it was one of those things that now after her death is something that maintains the memory of the Jews of Colin, an annual swim in the water. I hope it's cleaner than the Chest Valley River. Let us join together on page 6 as we come together as our own ministering angels.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem LaShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitechem LaShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei
my friends, to meet the bride, let us welcome the Shabbat together on page 8.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תפילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורק ומאורי, אורי אורי שדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום העטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני העם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Page 10.
מזמושי ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמושי ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. וזמר לשמך העליון, וזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. מזמושי ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמושי ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
Please rise. Baruchu et Adonai
Baruch Adonai Hamavora Le'olam Va'ed.
Praise be the one to whom our praise is due. We praise the eternal one, to whom our praise is due forever. Please be seated, and we read together at the foot of page 12. Come, let us bless the intelligence and order that fill all of nature, the laws by which evening twilight falls, the wisdom we perceive in the motions of the heavens, the understanding we can grasp of the way times vary and seasons change, and stars and planets will by nature in their courses in the sky. Night unfailingly follows day, light fades into darkness, and darkness yields to light. Day passes and night falls, as our bodies and minds distinguish between day and night, while the hosts of heaven shine in splendor. We bless the glory of nature, which brings on the evening.
אהבת העולם, בית ישראל, אהבת תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו למדתם, הגן אדוני. Shabbat, ufkumenu, nasiya, behokecha, benisma, bedivrei, toratecha, umitzvotecha, leolam, ba'ekim, hayenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Oheb Amo Yisrael.
Would you please rise?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchuto le'olam, le'olam va'ed. Va'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol ma'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi metzavacha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'aderech, u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha, u'kshaltam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'vish arecha.
Ani Adonai, Ani Adonai, Ani Adonai Elohechem. Ani Adonai, Ani Adonai, Ani Adonai Elohechem. Lama tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kedoshim
Please be seated. All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, eternal one, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule. Then, full of joy, we sang together. Fada Adonai et Yaakov u'ga'alo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai ga'al Yisrael.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu makenu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu makenu l'chaim.
Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake, be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guard our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel.
Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach u'v'yagi tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach u'v'yagi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips, that my mouth shall declare your praise. Eternal God, open up my lips, that my mouth shall declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, v'Hanura, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imachot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Hozeh u'Mashiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. At Gibura le'olam Shaddai, מחיה מתים את רבה להושיע, משיבה הרוח ומורידה הגשם, מזריחה השמש ומורידה הטל, מכלכלת חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומכת נופלים ורופאת חולים, ומצירה אסורים, ומקיימת אמונתה לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעלת גבורות, ומי דומה לך, גבורה ממיתה ומחיה, ומצמיחה ישועה, ונאמנה את להחיות מתים, ברוכה את שדי, מחיה המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. Please be seated.
שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We read together at the top of the next page. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. In your gracious love, eternal one, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, eternal one, for the holiness of the Sabbath. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu ba'amcha Yisrael, utfilatam b'ahavat kabel, utki ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Baruch ata Adonai, she'otecha levadecha, b'yira na'avod. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu, le'olam va'ed. Tzur chayenu magen yishenu, ata hu l'dor v'ador. Nodeh lecha u'nesaper tehilatecha, al chayenu hamasurim b'yadecha, v'al nishmotenu habakodot lach. ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך, שבכל עת ערב ובוקר בצהריים. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות.
שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. הטוב בעיניך לברך את שמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Baruch atah Adonai, osei hashalom. We pause for a few moments of our own thoughts. Yulratson imrifi. Behegion li bilafanech Adonai tsuri v'goali. May the words of our mouths, the gurgling of babies, the typing of everybody wherever we are, come to you in peace and be acceptable to you, Eternal One, our God and our Redeemer.
Oh, say shalom b'ramav. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol b'nei Adam. Oh, say shalom b'ramav. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael.
Would you please now rise for our concluding prayers? We read together, Aleinu l'shabech la'adon hakol, la'teit gdula liyotzeh bereshit, Asher sham hu keinu lechedet shemo, v'gor aleinu lahamlich malchuto. On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are brothers and sisters, so that one in spirit and fellowship, they may be forever united before you. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet shall be fulfilled.
Onai melech Adonai, malach Adonai, yimloch le'olam ba'ed.
On this Shabbat, we remember those who died in recent days, and we think of Sandy Chalmers, the mother of Elliot and Jamie, and those who died at this time of the year in years gone by. David Driffle, the father of Doffy Aarons, grandfather of Debbie Drapkin and Phil Aarons. Dunya Burford, the wife of Brian and mother of Daniela Evis and Mandy Parker. Jean Betty Goldstein, the mother of Howard. Stephen Conradi, the brother of Richard. Mary Hill, mother of Stan, mother-in-law of Barbara. Gigi Keynes, the mother of Barbara Conn. Marlene Minton, the mother of Howard. Rochelle Montlake, the mother of Andrew and Matthew. Anne Finkel, mother of Valerie Crash. Geraldine Freeman, the mother of Sandy Edelman. And Maxine Doonan, the sister of Sandy. Hoda Ellis, the mother of Hilton. And on this Shabbat, we recall Alex Angel, the husband of Anne and father of Sandra. And Corinne Chilton, father-in-law of Mark and Paul, grandfather and great-grandfather. Zechet Tzadikim Livracha. May their memories be a blessing and a continual influence for good. As we recite together, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon v'yom echon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Hei shemei Rabbah mavarach le'olam ulalmei amaya, Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yitada v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru Amen. Hei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol b'nei Adam, v'imru Amen. May great peace descend from heaven, and abundant life be granted to us, to all Israel, and to all peoples, and to all those who mourn. And let us say, Amen. Please be seated. We conclude our service in a few moments on page 33. For congregants and everybody, we have some incredible Israel programming, both together with our Rabbi Leah and also Rabbi Josh Weinberg, who is our sister organization, much bigger sister organization from the United States, their link between their congregations and Israel. There will be a series that the two will be leading on the 12th, 19th and 26th of September, reflecting on October the 7th, leading up to a very special exhibition. We have brought across from Israel an exhibition of artworks relating to October the 7th. And please do look out for that, and please, you're all welcome to come along. It will be an incredible exhibition, a very moving moment for all of us. And for those of you who weren't able to go with Rabbi Leah in May, Rabbi Mark Goldsmith and myself will be leading a group December the 12th to the 19th to Israel. So if you are interested, please let myself or Rabbi Mark from Edgware and Hendon Reform congregation know. Everybody is welcome to come with us. And just one other event, Mazel Tov to young people after exam results, and we hope that everybody has done okay to get to the next stage of life. Another moment of staging of life is when young people become university students as well. And again, we're joining with Edgware and Hendon and some other local congregations to be addressed by the president of UGS, but to have some workshops as well, to be able to engage and think and prepare our young people and the parents before our young people go off to university. So that's on September the 12th. For now, we're going to conclude, just quite rightly so. This day for Israel is light and joy, a Sabbath of rest. We'll say the brachot for Kiddush in here before we then go next door to enjoy Kiddush afterwards. As Pip has just written as well, Slava Ukraini, to all of our friends in Ukraine, and Shabbat Shalom to you, all of you. We sincerely hope that this next 24 hours is peaceful for you. For now, Yom Zel Yisrael. This day is for Israel of light and joy.
Yom Zel Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat menucha. Yom Zel Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat menucha, Shabbat menucha. Kidashta berakta oto mikol yamin, b'shesh kilita melechet olamim. O Matzua Gomim Hashkei Tuvitcha, Shabbat Menucha, Shabbat Menucha, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat Menucha, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat Menucha, Shabbat Menucha.
Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Would you please rise as we recite the brachot, and if you want them, they're just next on the next page. And for everybody joining us online as well, if you want to jump into our Kiddush Zoom room to continue to socialize afterwards, please do join Paul and Howard and Jem and children and Pip and Celia and Andrew and Ellie from Cape Cod in our Zoom room already. So please do join them to socialize afterwards. But for ourselves,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu. B'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon chinchilanu, zikaron למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תהילה למקרא הקודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. בשבת קודשך, באהבה ורצון הנהלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, Mazel Tov to the bride and groom, and please do join them next door for a Kiddush in a few moments. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Shabbat Shalom to everybody online with